1, 2, is this on?
A big part of why a wrestler gets over is because of how they look.
There has never been a rock act that got any bigger ovation than we just heard for Jeff Hardy.
Those with the flashiest entrance gear and ring attire are instantly recognizable.
I think I was seen as a harmless entity, like I wore pink, you know, and I had the sunglasses.
I think that BRET was able to just relate with people all over the world.
Same goes for those who wear masks or face paint. It's just another way for wrestlers to feel larger than life. We've covered some already, but now we've got another list to show you as we highlight 10 more wrestlers who wore the coolest ring attire. Part of Jeff Hardy's enigmatic aura is characterized by his unmistakable image. From the rainbow colored hair to the armbands to the alien-like face paint, Jeff struck a chord with so many people.
Females dug it, the guys dug it.
They were what kids wanted to be.
As a member of the Hardy Boys along with his brother Matt, Jeff wore a hip and of-the-time attire. If you see people wearing this type of clothing today, the Hardys are the first thing you think of.
And here come the WWE Tag Team Champions.
Tremendous tag team continuity by Matt and Jeff Hardy.
After breaking off on his own, Jeff began to try out different styles of paint and hairstyles.
And it is for the WWE European Championship. Introducing the challenger.
And he gets one kiss from Trish and starts foaming at the mouth.
The charismatic Enigma continued to experiment until finally landing on his most iconic look, donning the face paint. This was when Hardy became the hottest thing in the industry, as Jeff Hardy Mania swept the WWE.
I just start with a basic, you know, cover my nose and kind of just make it up as I go along.
And I have a general idea of it, and a design like the way I see it before it's actually, happened or done. And most of the time it starts to take on a life of its own and change during the process. Just like when I paint on canvas, a lot of times I see what I want it to look like, but then when I get going, it just changes. The majority of the time, it changes for the better and just turns out beyond my expectations of how good I wanted it to be.
My eyes were closed before. Now they're open.
Goldust's striking appearance sent a chill through the WWF. We hadn't quite seen a wrestler like him before. He was an Academy Award come to life. The wig, robe, face paint, and bodysuit ensemble helped create a truly one-of-one character. We can't imagine how hot Goldie must have been wrestling every night in that suit, but Goldust knew how integral it was to his identity, so he kept wearing it for the rest of his career.
Wearing a blonde wig, the feather boa wrapped around the robe, painted gold from head to toe.
Goldust was just the most bizarre character perhaps ever.
Wondering what kind of an individual this Goldust really is. This guy's strange. He's bizarre. You're alone now. Reverse. Oh, my God. Whoa, wait a minute. I can't believe what I just saw.
You will never forget the name of GOLDUST.
Goldust's look has evolved slightly down the years, but the main elements have stayed the same. Aside from his androgynous persona, you'd never forget Goldust if you saw him on the show. His presentation was so captivating and unique, fans couldn't wait to see what he did next.
He'd love to get his hand around that little gold man. The Oscar. Oh, that little gold man. Here, he's not gonna like this little double feature.
You take the Road Warriors, you take the Ultimate Warrior, you take Sting. We all have our own different styles.
When I put this on, it's time to go to work. I call it my war paint.
You love it. We'll find a way to keep it there for you.
Slightly older in other places, but he's younger. There you go. Ding, ding, ding.
Like with Goldust, Bret Hart chose to keep the main color scheme and format of his ring gear the same. The pink and black attire is one of wrestling's most recognizable attires. From a branding point of view, it worked wonders. Sure, it's a basic concept, but Bret rocked it to perfection. It's a look we've seen other wrestlers wear who are linked to Bret, though no one wore it better than the excellence of execution.
Bret Hart setting him up.
And you will find out why they call me the excellence of execution.
Bret was also known for his iconic sunglasses and leather jackets. Hart always had great appreciation for his fans, and one of the ways he showed this was by gifting his sunglasses to a young fan in the audience.
That's exactly right. Oh, he's trying to buy fans. No, he's not. Take a look at that. Yeah, Bret Hart vision. Gives this little lady just as he did a moment ago. That's the effect of it. She was ecstatic. Look at this. Oh, there's a real team scene.
That's the perfect uniform. for that man. And nobody's more proud of that look and everything I exemplified.
You still look so handsome.
Took you back 20 years, huh?
Bianca Belair's ring attire is unique in that she makes all her gear from scratch. She's even detailed the entire process on her YouTube channel. Not only that, but Belair has also worn gear that fans have designed for her. All of this helps create a greater bond with the audience, allowing them to build a deeper connection to Bianca and the gear she wears.
I could finish the gear, I could sew it within like an hour.
I live by the motto, when you look good, you feel good, you perform good. So tonight I'm looking good, I'm feeling good.
This is me.
Oh, this is great. Oh, oh no.
Oh,
Belair is going to WrestleMania. I'm purple, and it's very, very holographic, shimmery, just rhinestones everywhere.
It has been an incredible start to the year 2021 for Bianca Belair.
And everybody loved it. This is my Royal Rumble gear, and y'all was hyping me up on the internet.
Bianca ducks underneath, and here's the power of the EST!
One of the most integral parts of Belair's look is her braid. That's because no one else on the show looks like the EST.
Somebody comes to a WWE show for the first time, they might not remember your name the first time they see you, but they will remember the girl with the braid.
Really affecting Bianca's offensive strategy.
Reaching for the tag, Bianca Belair.
Oh, wait a second! That's not legal!
Bayley in complete control here. Oh, Belair! Oh, no! How? Brilliant maneuver from Bianca.
Ripley fending on. There's Bianca Belair! Beware the hair whip! Leaving its marks on the EST. Oh, goodness!
Few looks in wrestling burst off the screen more than the Road Warriors. Hawk and Animal didn't look like wrestlers. They didn't even look human. They were living, breathing comic book heroes. Post-apocalyptic warriors beyond the realms of Earth.
Look, the big shoulder pads, the painted faces.
Their striking appearance was intimidating and inspiring.
They had this aura about them that, that they were invincible.
Their larger-than-life personas propelled them to main event status around the world, winning titles wherever they went.
The Road Warriors that nobody could stop. I think people just related to them and lived vicariously through these badass
The spikes, paint.
We snack on danger. We dine on death.
There was something about the Road Warriors and the Legion of Doom right from the first time you saw them. Such a great physical presence.
To craft their appearance, the Road Warriors drew inspiration from the Mad Max films. Hawk and Animal appeared even more menacing and dangerous, however. They looked like jacked up, screaming, bodybuilding bikers from another planet. Ravishing Rick Rude was known for his entrance robes, which played well into his character, especially his pre-match promo routine, where he insulted the crowd while demanding silence so he could remove his robe and pose.
What I'd like to have right now
is for all you fat, out of shape, inner city sweat hogs,
Rochester Rugrats. Keep the noise down while I take my robe off and show them what a real sexy body looks like.
The main aspect of Rude's attire was airbrushed tights. They usually had a theme relating to himself or his opponent in some way, featuring their face on either the crotch or butt region.
I want to turn their heads. That is a great physique. It sure is that way you see the abdominal.
And he had the icy tail airbrushed on his tights.
The tights on my behind are telling the tale, which will perish and which will prevail.
One of Rick's most infamous pairs of tights were the ones that depicted Jake the Snake Roberts' wife Cheryl. This was tremendous heel work from Rude.
Putting your opponent or your opponent's wife on your actual ring gear.
With your wife's face painted on his trunks, I would want to kill the guy, attack him, beat him up, make him pay.
If Jake the Snake were here and he saw that, oh, there's no telling what he would do.
Jake the Snake had a beautiful, lovely wife, and what does Rick Rude decide to do? Paint his wife's face right on his crotch. Why not?
The time it bothered me.
Jake the Snake pulling those tights!
day, I would love it.
Chris Jericho's look has always been an important piece of who he is on screen. He liked to freshen things up when the time was right, and that included many different types of tights he wore. The designs were always different and unique. Visually, they worked very well for Jericho as the loudmouth rock star Millennium Man.
Come on, baby! Come on, baby! That ain't gonna get it done. Lower back. Look at this cover. Get up, man. Showboating.
If Jericho could step on his back or something and use him to get up on that ladder. Oh no, he's not gonna.
Y2J's light-up jackets were also one of the highlights of Jericho. They were just another way for him to separate himself from other wrestlers, since few literally lit up the show like the Ayatollah of rock and roller.
It is Chris Jericho for the 7th time.
Chris would go back and forth between trunks and pants the longer his career went on.
Ask him! What could he do now that... Oh, the shoulders up!
But at this point now in 2024, it might be time for one last run. A greatest hits tour, so to speak, and if that means bringing back some of his old school attires and jackets, we're all for it. While Jericho liked to mix up the designs on his tights, Eddie Guerrero retained the same pattern for most of his career. Eddie showed how ring gear can be simple yet effective. Guerrero kept the Latino heat flames on his tights and boots, only altering the colors. It's an easily identifiable, legendary look that we all remember.
Guerrero's in a lot of trouble. Eddie Guerrero's holding that tape. That's a pretty good night. I don't know how to hold the rope.
Eddie chance begin. The champion with the right hands, hammering away with a fierce Latin intensity.
I'll call my cousin Chewy and we'll put some hydraulics on it. Orale.
Ray measuring his man, leapfrog of his own. Oh my, this is horrendous.
Two of his most famous attires include the black and gold design from the 5-Star Classic, with Rey Mysterio at Halloween Havoc 1997.
I gotta go with that look, Eddie, man. I love that look.
The old Latino heat look
like
that we're...
I do.
And who could forget the red tights from when Guerrero won the WWE Championship at No Way Out 2004.
Eddie Guerrero did the unthinkable. Eddie Guerrero is the new WWE Champion.
Future generations have frequently paid homage to Eddie, including by wearing tribute gear that replicate the iconic Latino heat flames.
And how can you defend what Dominic did last week to his mother, screaming at her?
Everything about him was so special. At WrestleMania 32, my gear was dedicated to him.
Yeah, Sasha with a frog splash!
When Bray Wyatt debuted with the Wyatt family, fans took notice of how different each wrestler looked. They weren't like anyone we'd seen for a long time. Bray took inspiration from former WWF wrestler Waylon Mercy, and Robert De Niro's Max Cady character from the movie Cape Fear. The Hawaiian shirt, straw hat, and lantern made for a haunting display, perfect for such a creepy persona.
We are strong. We are dangerous. We are family.
Picked up a fedora somewhere, he added a Hawaiian shirt, he's got linen pants, and he's got a Michael Jackson glove.
Kept his legacy intact. Oh, but I don't know if you're ever the same after facing that man.
Shall we dance? Bray's leading.
Wyatt had many different looks throughout his career.
Bray Wyatt! There's Bray Wyatt. Just a strange dude.
But Bray's most chilling incarnation was that of The Fiend. Visually, the character was like a horror movie villain. It was a breathtaking presentation, with the mask in particular being one of the best we've ever seen in WWE.
And now he's going after Mick Foley. Look at Wyatt using the mandible claw. The Fiend, Bray Wyatt.
The Undertaker's spine-tingling appearance and character frightened audiences for 30 years. While there have been plenty of different tweaks and alterations to the gimmick, the darkness has always remained, and with that, the distinct look that gave us chills for decades.
Look at the size of that ham hock. Check out them drumsticks, baby.
He's gonna drop in and beat somebody up. Oh, that's Mr. McMahon was in trouble. He turned to this man right here, The Undertaker.
There ain't no place can hold my body down.
ribs. He had a crushed eye socket.
The Phenom.
Hell, boys!
Undertaker's been arrested and he is being taken to jail.
You scared you?
The man told Taker the only safe place for him is jail.
That persona was so unique. All the visuals, the mystique, and Paul Bearer, and everything that went together with that.
And oftentimes, this is where the dead man wins his match. With that somber, stoic walk.
There is only one Undertaker.
Rest in peace.
One of Taker's greatest reinventions was his shift to the biker persona. It was a new look, but he was the same outlaw now riding to the ring behind the wheel of a motorcycle. The Undertaker will go down as probably the most menacing, mythical, and scariest looking wrestlers of all time. There's nothing quite like seeing the Phenom walk to the ring cloaked and veiled in all black.
There is no presence like that of the legendary Undertaker.
Rest in peace.
Now if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out our first installment of 10 WWE wrestlers who wore the coolest ring attire. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.